No mai anō rā ki a marae, ata mārie ki a koutou katoa.
We know the government's pushing hard for a Ngapuhi treaty settlement, but one farming trust says ordinary northerners can't afford to sit around and wait for settlement money to be banked.
Instead, as our reporter Yvonne Tahana found out, Kaikohe's o Māpere, Rangihamama Farm Trust wants to make its economic mark now.
New ventures can spook the best of us.
Didn't look like a dairy, it looked like a race course instead.
Is that a little bit like the shareholders? They were a bit jittery about the investment, do you think?
Yeah, exactly. And I understand them as well. You know, I understand how they would feel going to something like this. Never before, once. And there had been so many things that had failed, you know. So, yeah, I understand that sort of feeling that they would have, uncertainty.
Yesterday, trustees celebrated the opening of this $5.5 million dairy conversion. It's a farm that's weathered tough times.
The previous trustees borrowed money to get out of debt, but went in further than what they should have, and to a point where something had to be done. I was part of the old brigade, you know. I don't want to leave that out because I've seen both worlds, the down and the rising of the farm.
In the next year, the Trust will produce 180,000 kilograms of milk solids. In 3 years, it'll aim for 230,000 kilograms. Beyond that, a regular dividend to 3,000 shareholders must be a farm post measure.
We have seen a bit of daylight, and to see it, you know, coming to fruit, and I think it'll be also good for the shareholders. And I think it fits in with our kōrero for the farm. Hurihia, kia hurihia te whenua, hei oranga mo te iwi.
It's an iconic Ngapuhi block, originally used by 12 hapu as their food bowl.
We have streams flowing here with the eels and the watercress. The gardens that they used to have here, kumara patches, they used to work together. The ideal thing is to be united in little things, and then those little things will grow a lot bigger for our people.
During the conversion, the Ministry of Primary Industries was a key advisor.
We see the Rangihamama dairy conversion as a model for growing rural economic development in Northland. It will act as an exemplar to surrounding Māori land of what is possible.
Māori agribusiness really is the sleeping giant in Northland. Māori own 116,000 hectares of freehold land. If that land's use was optimised, there'd be 300 million pumped into the local economy and more than 300 jobs created. For far too long, gorse has hidden Kaikohe's rich volcanic soils.
Well, it says in the good book not to covet the neighbour's property, but certainly ever since I've been here, I've just been very conscious that we're dealing with a very special block of land.
Bruce Cuthford was appointed by the Māori Land Court to help pull the trust out of debt. That debt's been paid off, and now he's a trustee.
It's been an amazing journey for me, a Pākehā who has been involved at different levels of the industry, to be in something totally new. But it's enriched my life, and it is a great way for an old fellow to fill his days, yeah, that's for sure. There's huge potential from various grades of production off the land here in Northland.
The industry was a star here once, but over decades, jobs, just like the old dairy company, ran dry.
Well, of recent years, they had been saying that Kaikohe is dying, or maybe dead already, you know. But this would start to lift that sort of feeling amongst the people in the area. Because I can see Kaikohe as being one of the highlights of the north, and the farming Rangihamama is just one project.
Dairy's been a cash cow for the economy, but there's another animal Taoko reckons the trust should model itself after.
They always say that, allow us to run like a horse. You never know whether it's a good horse until you have it running. That's all I ask the shareholders. Let us run and see how we go.